If you want to see the books that I'm sending off to CGC and the grades that I hope that they will come back as, stay tuned for the video. Hey YouTube, it's Matt here. Hey, this is going to be the first video I've ever done like this. I've been cleaning and pressing books now for about 7-8 months. I have a little bit of practice, but I've not been able to put my skills up against CGC, and I'm really excited to figure out what's going to happen. So I have a stack of 25 books here, and I have each one of these pressed. I have each one of these cleaned, and I guessed a grade on them. Now, when I say I guessed a grade, I kind of graded them. Let's see if this is what I get back. And whenever I get these 25 books back from CGC, I'll do another video, and I'll test my grading now versus what they actually think it is. And I'm hoping I can do all right with this. And I'm hoping if I do anything, if I undergrade it, that's much better than overgrading it. So anyhow, my first book is going to be a king-size Conan, #1. This is a 1 in 25 Joe Jusko variant. And I just think this book is awesome. I could care less if this book is even valuable. I just think the cover is fire. So this one here, I just got it. And I pressed it, cleaned it. I have a hard time finding anything that might keep it from a 9.8. So, fingers crossed that we get a 9.8 on this one. Now, the next one, this is one I'm really hoping. This is a 1 in 200 king-size Conan. And again, I am hoping a 9.8. Now, the first two books that I throw out here, I'm saying 9.8. They're not all 9.8s, and I know the difference between a 9.8 and a 9.6 can be kind of just, I don't know, whoever's grading its opinion. But these books may come back 9.6, but I'm really hoping that they do come back 9.8, but I can't guarantee. Now, I have this book. I've had this book in the collection since it came out in 2004. Variant cover to New Avengers #1. This one, I am guessing 9.4. There seems to be a line along the spine, and I've pressed a little bit of it out, but there's still a little something there. So that one I have a 9.4. Now this one I picked up in the wild recently, Silk #1. I have this. I think this is going to be a 9.6, hopefully. And I wrote down grades right here that I think it's going to be. So I'm not just remembering this off the top of my head. I'm actually kind of looking over here. Now this is an homage to one of my favorite covers, a cover swipe homage, whatever, to Hulk Annual #1, but this is Spawn 229. I just like the cover. And not all these books that I'm sending, am I sending it for, the value? Some of these books I've just had in a collection for a long time, and I want to hang them on a wall. I want to display them. Now, you can't display every book you have, but you can rotate books around and figure out ways to display them. And I want to see some of these books that, for the most part, since I bought them, have stayed in the long box. I really don't get to see them that often. And I'm a big fan of being able to see the art that I have. So, I'm not trying to get rich on this one, just sending in some nice books that are kind of personal to me in a little way. So, this one. This is, this is Conan the Barbarian #1. This is a Comics Elite Perillo variant. Now, there's only 1,000 copies of this. The problem with this is there is just a little bit of damage down here in this corner. I think that's going to keep me down from a 9.8 to a 9.4 on that one. Now, this book is for my son. This is Darth Vader #1. And he's a giant Star Wars fan. The only guy I know that's a bigger Star Wars fan than Spencer is probably SithLordly. If you guys get a chance to see him on YouTube. And he's on the SpineTicks channel, and he has his own channel too. I'll put links in the description for that one. But anyhow, so Spencer wants this book to go out, and I thought this one would come back with a, where'd I go? A 9.0, okay? Now, this book here, ASM 361, this is the first appearance of Carnage. Most of us know that. This is the direct edition. I'm hoping this one comes back a 9.0. Now, this one, this right here is the same book, but it's a newsprint. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to be selling one of these books and keeping the other one, obviously. I'll keep the higher grade. I think this newsprint is going to be the higher grade. I do expect this one to come back roughly a 9.4. I say that, and it's probably going to be a 6.0 because somebody cut a middle page out, but I don't think they did. Now, these are 3 books. This is a book that I have multiple copies of, and this is ASM 362, the second appearance of Carnage. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these books up. I have 3 of them here for sale, and I still got a couple more in the collection. But I'm going to put these up for sale, and kind of, with the ASM 361, kind of hopefully pay for the shipment of books that I'm sending down here. But these 3 books, I expect to get a 9.2, an 8.5, and a 9.0. Don't ask me which ones are going to get which grade, okay? Okay, this is a really cool variant cover to Spawn 185. This one I expect to come back a 9.6, okay? Whenever I was pressing it, I think I got a little bit of damage here along the staple. Hey, not perfect every time. Now, this is the first appearance of Gunslinger Spawn, and this one I expect to come back a 9.8. Well, every time I say I expect, I hope. Nobody's perfect. So this one is Spawn, number 175. This one is, again, another one that I hope comes back at a 9.8. That's where I'm at. Again, another book that Spencer wants me to send off for him. And the kid does a lot of work for me here, not only in the comic room, but around the house. And so I like to throw him bones every now and then and just help encourage the hobby. So this is Dr. Afra, number 1. I am hoping a 9.8 on this book. I think it's a 9.8 candidate. Now, this book right here, this is a book that I didn't press it. I pulled it out and I was looking at it and I had the intentions of pressing it. I didn't see anything in here that warranted a press. I think this is a 9.8 candidate, and I'm terrified because I didn't press it, and I just hope that it comes back 9.8. So that's the first appearance of Silk, Cindy Moon Silk, which I had a issue in there that was, a Silk number 1. It's a character that I think has some promise in the Spider-Verse, which she is a member of. So this is a big one for me. This one's definitely going in a PC. This is a newsstand of ASM 338. Forgive me, honest to Pete, what was I thinking? This is 238, and it has the tattoos inside of it. So I'm hoping this one comes back at a 9.4. Let me find it. Oh no, I have this one 8.0. I think there was a few more SpineTicks on it than I thought at first. So this one 8.0. We'll see. Now, there is a second Dr. Afra. This one came out in 2020. This one I'm hoping comes back at a 9.6. Now, my wife, she was reading comic books for a while. She had a series that she really liked. It was Strangers in Paradise. And these are Wizard Ace editions. Now, these have a cover that you cannot press it because the cover is a plastic sheet, really. And I'm sure there's a term for that. If somebody knows what that term for the plastic cover is, let me know. But it's like clear plastic. Anyhow, I'm sending these off. One of these I think will be a 9.6, the other one a 9.4. But these are for the wife. And we'll probably, post the lower grade one of these, for sale. Now, this is a Conan the Barbarian number 1, January 2000. It came out in January 2019. I think it's a March print, if you ever look for it. So I think it says March 2019, but it was definitely sold in January. Anyhow, this one, I'm hoping this is a 1 in 200. I'm hoping this comes back at a 9.0. That's my goal. That's what I'm hoping for. So we have a Marvel Zombies #1. I have no idea why I put this book on my pull list, but I did. I put Marvel Zombies, and honestly, they became super popular, and it was just kind of a title that I put on there as a whim, or for a whim. So this one here, I hope comes back at a 9.6. And my buddy Tina, thank you very much. This was an A-OK from Tina. This completed my Black Suit trilogy with ASM 252, with Secret Wars #8, and Marvel Team Up Spider-Man Daredevil #141. So I'm kind of stoked about this. This book, I'm thinking, hopefully comes back at an 8.5, and I'm going to be stoked to display this with those other 3 books in the Black Suit. I'm a big Spider-Man Black Suit fan. I just think the whole storyline was great. You know, it brought out Venom. The whole Knoll storyline going on never happens unless we have the Black Suit way back in 1984. So I'm pretty stoked about that one. Thanks again, Tina. And another A-OK that I have to send off. I was looking high and low for this book. This is Spider-Verse #1, and this was an A-OK by Solly 2 Kings, and this one I am hoping comes back at a 9.4. This is a Walmart variant. But alright guys, I'm going to film another video whenever these come back, and I'll compare the two, you know, what grades I guess it gets and what grades that it does get. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the content of this channel, please subscribe. And guys, everybody have a great day.